Hi friends, welcome back if you're new. So today we're gonna work in my Cancun album. I'm still kind of on day one, but it takes me a little bit longer when I'm working in these albums. I don't know why, but I got some more pages done. So I have my packing list done. Things that I always like to have this kind of list, like things that I want to collect, that I can stick into my book. Um, us leaving from the airport, just some little flip outs. I'll do a full flip through of this once I'm finished and show it all. But I got a couple of these done. So we're going to work on a couple pages together. I have a bunch of pictures here from day one that I'd like to get in. I've kind of pared it down a little bit. So let's get to work. This is like when I first got to our room. So I might put this one in there, but I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I love all these pictures. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't want that one in there. So we'll work on these ones first. Excuse me. I was working on this page last night, so I got that done. Just a little something I printed off the internet, and it shows where our resort was. I did a little blurb about us checking in, did a little flip out of that. This was a map that a lady stopped us at the airport, so I just cut out where we were. It was a huge map, and it showed like other areas like further up in Cancun. So I'm like, yeah, we're not up there. I'm not gonna put all this map in here. So we flew in here and we pretty much just took this main road right to our beach or our resort. Sorry, excuse me. All right, so I kind of like started working on this last night. This was like, we got, because I went with one of my retailers that I sell homes for. And this was like our premium level. We got discounts and everything with our bracelet, which was our room key. And then this is a receipt. I had to go find a gift shop because, yeah, I forgot to bring some Excedrin with me. So I had to go find some Tylenol. So I want to get that stuff in there and the pictures in there and write a little bit. So what I'll do is, as I'm writing, I'm not going to make you watch all that. I'll kind of cut it out and get that done in here. I'm not sure if I want to do a flip on this because I do have this on the back and I kind of want to keep it where I can like flip it. But then again, I don't need it. It was just like our schedules. We really didn't have an itinerary. We only had like the welcome dinner, and then I had the rep that I work with. He had scheduled dinner with me and my husband, and then we had our farewell dinner 2 nights before we left. But I don't think I need this, so I can kind of like stick this down and keep this pocket, and I can kind of tuck my Tylenol in there. Yeah, it was 313 pesos. I don't really know how much that is in US dollars, but I can kind of tuck that in there. And then we had some cool robes that we could use while we were there. And this was wrapped around the robe, and I took it off that. And then on each end of it, I had this as well. I hope I'm in view. So I kind of wanted to like just keep those so I cut those off the ends of it, and then that way I can kind of keep it throughout, use them throughout the book. Yes, my nails are a pain in my butt. They're grown out. I got to get them done next week. So, and then this was in there, in our room when we arrived. And then this is a coaster, which is just a little thin piece of cardboard that was in there. So I'm going to put that in there. and you can't drink the tap water there. So we had 2 different types of water as they filled up our mini fridge every day. They replenished whatever we drank. So that was pretty cool. I think I might save this sticker to put on the next book, because I'm sure I'm going to be in 2 books, because I glue the pages together to make them a little bit stronger. So then that way they aren't too flimsy when I'm attaching all of this stuff to it. So I would like to put it on the front of my second book. If I don't have to go into a second book, which I highly doubt it, because we were there for 5 days and then it took us 2 days to get home. That was a fun episode. So that'll probably just go on to the last day or the second book. So I'm thinking I might use this as a pocket, but I'm wondering if I should do like a little flip, or just put a piece of pretty paper as the background and then stick this down, and then I could, well, that's not going to fit. I could do a little flip like this and then stick my waters. Do like a flip like that. I could throw my waters into this in the back. And then I could put my Tylenol back there too, because I don't need that on the page. Just stick that, push them right down in there. I could do a flip. Let's get some pretty paper on here. I have a whole mess load of stuff over here. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see. And that kind of matches this purple too. So let's get this stuff up and out of the way, because I'm going to have to bring in my trimmer. You know, I'm thinking maybe I should get a smaller trimmer, but then again, I'll be like, oh no, I need a big one. So let's, do I want to leave? I kind of like that white trim, but then it's not up here. Let me see if I have something a little bit longer. I used like this whole paper pad in one of my books that I made. I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but oh, this could be, I could put that on top, or no, I don't like that. Let me see if I have something a little bit different that I can go with. Let's see, what do we got here? These are longer. Ooh. Yes, there we go. Perfect. All right, so we'll put that back, put that mess back, and then just a little bit. Let's trim it off the bottom. Just a hair. Let's see. That doesn't look straight. Let's see. Let's get that straightened up a little bit. Just a little bit more off the bottom, and then we should be good. And then we just got to trim a little bit off the side here, probably about there. So do any of you do like a travel album, or do you do it in your regular journal? I do write about my trips in my journal, my regular everyday journal. And I also like stick things in my regular everyday journal. Let's corner these. But I also like to document like everything in my travel albums. And then that way I have a place for all of my memories. Oh, I think I need to cut that a little bit more. It's still hanging off the edge there. And then we'll have to redo the corners. Yep. Perfect. Get the corners redone. So I have these boxes in my closet that I'm thinking about taking and getting all the memorabilia that I have in these boxes and throwing them into an album. And then that way, I wonder why that didn't. And then that way they're sitting in a box. They'll be up on my shelf with all of my other albums. I mean, some of the stuff that's in those boxes won't be able to go into albums. One of them's like a mini wine bottle from mine and my husband's first Valentine's Day together. We went up to a Valentine's Day event that they had in a nearby town. Where is my, there it is. And we actually got to watch the water freeze. That's how cold it was. Yeah, it gets pretty cold up here where we live. Gotta love it. But we get every season here, unlike the lower half of the U.S. Although their weather's been pretty crazy lately too. I'm pretty sure Texas had snow this year, this past winter. I mean, hey, if they want our snow, they can have our snow. I will not complain. And then we'll get this stuck on, and then we can start working on this page. I'm hoping to get a few more pages done in this book tonight. And then I'll probably also do my cruise album number 2 as a flip through this week. So I'll probably be putting up 2 videos this week. But I'd like to get this one, like this album, completed, as we're getting towards the end of May. We're in the last week of May, and we're going to be going to Tennessee in September, so I want to start getting things prepped and ready for that. I mean, I still do have quite a bit of things. Well, not quite a bit, but I still have things left from the last time we went to Tennessee 2 years ago. But we only went there for, I think it was like 3 days, 3.5 days. And this year we are going for, I'm pretty sure it's 7 days. But we might be checking out a day early. So that we can drive through Shenandoah National Park. There's a speed limit of 45 through there, through the whole park. So it's going to take us a little while to drive through that park. But even if we can just drive through some of it and get to see some of the stuff there, that would make me happy. This is not even. Let's fix that. So that's why it's catching. This was a postcard that I got at the airport along with my 2 stickers. This one and the Chill Out Tulum. And it keeps catching on this other page. Maybe if I cut it a little bit more, it's not going to catch. But, so the things that we will do this summer, that'll probably just go into my, like, my everyday journal. I'm not sure. I might do one summer album because there's a few things that I want to do. We have some waterfall hikes and things that we can do around us that are probably like 10 minutes from us, 15 minutes from us. There's one big waterfall that's probably about 3 hours from us. It's Lynchworth State Park. I'd love to go there. And then we do want to go to Ausable Chasm. That's close by, probably about 2.5 hour drive from where we live. And I want to check that out. I've never been there. Yes, I was brought up here. I was born and raised up here. No, I've never been. So I'm thinking if I can put some of these pictures of our room, maybe. Oh, this would be nice. If I can put that. We got fresh fruit and these yummy, delicious, like, desserts. They brought that to us once we checked in, and these were in there when we were waiting, or already waiting for us. So I'm thinking maybe I can put that here and then put this welcome card in here. But I'm getting ahead of myself again. So let's get this and this here. Hold on, my dog's barking at the mailman was dropping off some mail, and my dog was getting a little hyper, so I had to, oh, here he comes. So I had to pause things for a second. Okay, so now I am debating whether I want to, because this is pretty paper, so I don't know if I want to cover it up. But if I do a flip, I can put some pretty pictures. So this is when we first got to our room. This is like a view from our balcony. We were on the 5th floor. A gorgeous view. It was an awesome event. Beautiful resort. I was excited to go. I'm so glad that I got to go. I could always take this coaster and put it on the back here. Should I do it on this side or should I do it on this side? I wonder if I can get this off. I might be able to. Nope. No rip. So I could, that's going to cover up all the pictures. Let's put pictures on this one. Let's do some pictures. Let's put this stuff on the next page. We'll put some beautiful pictures of us. And I got a bunch of little things over here. All right, let's move this up so I have some room. I'm gonna put it on to a background, a black background paper. I have these pre-cut because it's a little bit easier. Yeah, they're 4x6 cuts, but that's all right. Use these ones up and then I will pre-cut more. I have pre-cut white ones as well. And like this stuff right here, I'm pretty sure I got those at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. No, these are from scrapbook.com. So when I was doing my 12 by 12 albums, I would do pocket pages as well. Oh, I just tore that way too long. So I can do some of those flips as well. But I would do pocket pages and I would write about, what happened or things like that. If it was a special moment, I would write about what happened on that occasion, or, if we were vacationing somewhere, I would write about it. But I prefer doing these type of things for my vacations. Yeah, some of them are not as nice as others. Like, COVID happened in 2020. So that was mine and my husband's 5-year wedding anniversary. And pretty much the world was just shut down and we couldn't do crap, which sucked. But we live close by to a lot of mountains. And we decided that we were going to book a hotel up in Lake Placid. So we went up there, and I don't know why, but that album just, I don't know. I just don't care for it because I think I didn't like how I did it. And it's definitely my least favorite travel album I've ever done. It is not my style. I don't know why I did it that way. But it is what it is. It's completed. I completed it a few years later too at that. I don't have any of like my stuff like this that I collect on all of my trips. I don't have any of that in there. I don't know. I think it was just the time. It was COVID. I think my brain just wasn't working. Let's do it this way, and then I can throw another one on this too, I think. Let's see. Yep. Maybe. Let's pull this one back up. Might be able to do a stand there. No, we're just going to do 2 because I don't want to crowd it. Whatever. I got tons of black paper. Trust me, it's not a big deal if I waste some of it. But we'll do this page and we'll put something about the view because that's an amazing view. And at night, it's gorgeous too because of all the lights they have up. I'm pretty sure it was either this night or the next day we saw some cruise ships. I'm guessing they were leaving Cozumel, which we went there on our cruise, which I'll be flipping later this week. I'll probably post that one on maybe Friday or Saturday. I'm not 100% sure what day I'm going to do that, but that one will be coming. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Because I have lots more to go. And I'm thinking by the time I get this one done, I'll be going on our 10-year anniversary trip, which I'm super excited about. I've got quite a bit planned, actually. One of the things that I'm excited about for that trip is we are going to go to Biltmore Estates. And I think that's about a 2-hour drive from where we're staying in Tennessee. It did get hit by the hurricane last year, but I guess it didn't do a whole lot of damage. It did do some damage, but they are opened back up. I don't know how long they closed down after the hurricane, but it is in Asheville, North Carolina. And I feel so horrible for all of those people that were affected by that hurricane. and that are still affected by the hurricane. And then they were affected by the snow. And then I'm pretty sure was it a tornado they got hit by? I can't imagine. I feel horrible for everybody that's been affected by all those weather disasters. This is almost empty. I'm still trying to work through all those small rolls of tape that I got from Temu, or Temu, whatever it's called. Getting there. It's getting there. I have another whole stack right here, and then I have a bunch more over on my cubicle cubby stand. I have to empty my little trash bucket. But yeah, so we're gonna do the Biltmore. We were gonna do the train through the Smokies, but I don't think I want to do that, as I think we're gonna run out of time. But we are gonna rent some ATVs, and we're gonna take those into the Smokies, and we are gonna do another hike. But this one's gonna be a different hike than we did 2 years ago. 2 years ago we did Laurel Falls, and then this one I can't remember the name of it, but it's another waterfall, so that'll be fun. Anyways, back to Mexico. So in Mexico, our first day we had a welcome dinner, and that was, I think, at 6 or 5:30 we had to get down there. And I don't know if I want to use this. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty, but yeah, we're gonna skip that one. So we had dinner down on the beach, and it was like buffet style. And it was, oh my God. Okay, so I've never had real authentic Mexican food. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. I mean, yes, it was a buffet, and I think pretty much every single one of their buffet meals or restaurants were down there. There was a ton of food. And I think during the speech that they gave, there was at least 100 of us housing consultants, including, the owners of each business and things like that. And then, we all brought our significant others. So that raised it, And then there was also the reps from the company. So there had to have been at least a good 200 to 300 people for this event. And I don't know if it was just all of us at this hotel or this resort, but let me tell you, there was a lot of us. I have pictures. Oh my goodness. See, this is the stack, and I think I have like 3 more stacks like this of the tape from Temu. I'm wondering if you can still get stuff from Temu. I haven't placed an order in a little while. I did just order, though, from Shein, because my tops, my shirts for work, all of my clothes are getting way too big on me again, and I needed some clothes, so I ordered from Shein. Listen, I know, cheap clothes, but when you have to buy new clothes like once a month because you're losing weight, I'm gonna pay $5 for a shirt from Shein instead of going out and paying $30 at Maurice's or, Kohl's, or, I'm not at the point where I'm done losing weight yet. So I'd rather just buy the cheap clothes for right now. And then once I'm done losing weight, I will go out and buy the nicer clothing. And then that way I will have it for a while. because at this point, I'm just losing weight and giving my clothes away once I outgrow them. So I don't want to spend money like that. I'd rather save my money, pay my bills, and go on vacations, have experiences. Um, Next year, though, we're not doing a huge vacation. We'll probably go to like wine country or something. We were supposed to do that last year for a weekend, but when I was told that I won this trip, my husband had to cancel his vacation because he had already used up all his other vacation days. So we canceled our wine country vacation. Here's one of the pictures of everybody. I don't know if you can really see. Let me see. So, up there, we're not blurred anymore. So this is like part. There's more people like over this way. I thought I took one from our room once we got, no. But you can see like, this is when they were setting up. Yeah, that's all liquor. And let me tell you, everybody was drinking. Those drinks were flowing and they were delicious. My drink of choice on this trip ended up being pineapple and Malibu. And before this, I never drank that stuff. Like, I've never had it, never tried it. It was delicious. I was trying to get vodka and cranberry juice, but I don't know if they just didn't understand what I was saying, because I wasn't like, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I'm going to put the view up here, or the view from here maybe. I think that would be good. I might have to go grab some stickers, some letter stickers, because I think the letter stickers I have are going to be too big, unless I go the view from here, maybe. I don't know. Or I could go the view from here. I don't want to bunch them too much. Yeah, let's just space that out a little bit. Do it like that. All right. Let me grab some stickers. All right, so I just grabbed these books that I have. I do have more letter stickers, but let's get these pictures taped down and then we will go from there. So we have tape on all back of them. Okay, so I'll do this. So yeah, next year we aren't doing like a huge vacation for our anniversary. We always go for our anniversary, well, except for this one. And who knows, maybe I'll win a trip. We'll see. I know I'm working my tail off to try and win another one. That would be awesome. But right now, our company, well, the owner of our company is selling. Well, yeah, he's selling, and we are going to be, I'm going to be working for a new company. So I don't know like how that's going to all work and everything, because right now I'm at, I don't even know, like 12 or 13 homes so far, and we just started selling for the season. We don't get much in the winter for sales, especially up here, because you can't pour concrete, so you can't pour basements, crawl spaces, or slabs. I sell manufactured homes and modular homes. So yeah, you can't really pour any of that up here in the winter because it's so cold. I mean, there's been years where it's been like -40 in the winter here. Yeah, that's fun. But you know what? I live where my face hurts out in the winter, but we don't get hurricanes and we don't get tornadoes. I mean, we get some pretty bad windstorms, but we may have had tornadoes up here, but I'm pretty sure they've called them microbursts. Yeah, they're not microbursts. But so a lot of our customer base usually starts coming in March and starts ordering homes. I wonder if I should move this one up a little bit. Ooh, is it going to come off on my picture? Go. Let's move this one up just a bit because that bottom one is really close to the edge down there. And get that back up on the paper. Tape wanted to come off. And put that there. Put that one there. There. All right. So let's pick this garbage up. I'm gonna have to dump this because it's getting pretty full. All right. Let's get some letters down. Let's see. What color do we want? Well, I know I don't want dark. Oh, that blue is pretty. Wonder if we can do it all in that blue. Possibly. What else do we got? We could do white, or we could do the light pink. Let's see what we got in the light pink. They don't give you too many of each color in these books. Like you get one page of the small stickers, and then you get one page of the big stickers. And that's it. Yeah, so I might not be able to use the pink. T-H-E. Or I could go V-I-E-W and use the blue. Yeah, because those are pretty big. Let's see, what about these pink ones? No, that's not the pink, that's the orange. Ooh, we could use this pink. Oh, what's this pink? Yeah, I like pink. Ooh, let's do those two. No, that pink doesn't match, but that blue does. All right, so let's do let's get these other books out of the way for now. And we'll do and then I'm going to do a view in the blue, but I'm going to use the bigger letters. For that. And this blue color. Let's see here. I think I might end the video here, but I'm going to record my next few pages because I'm sure this video is getting pretty long. The view. And a W. Sometimes I have to go back and glue these down because the sticky is not very sticky on these. The view from here. And we'll probably do here in the small blue ones. Oh. Let's go way over here. They're probably going to be wonky, but that's okay. I don't mind things being a little wonky. Alright, and then let's find the blue again. There it is. Throwing things around. And then we'll do it like this. Come on. The room here was gorgeous. I'm pretty sure the bed was like 2 doubles pushed together, but it was a California king or super king or something. The bed was huge. Like you could probably fit like 10 people in it. But it was so comfortable too. Usually when you go to like hotels and resorts and things like that, their beds suck. Oh my God, the bed was so comfortable. So comfortable. I loved it. Which is a big thing for me because of my back issues. I don't like waking up in pain from a bed. Put those stickers over there. I think I want to add... I don't know, should I add something? I feel like it's pretty plain. Let's see, what do I got over here? So these are kind of like, got memories or breathe it in. No, that's too big. Enjoy the journey. Kind of matches that pink. Actually, this breathe it in matches that pink. Or treat yourself. Breathe it in. I kind of like that. All right, let's see. I might have to look in some of my sticker books. See, what do we got? So we got, this one's kind of more or less just, oh, what's that? It's always sunny somewhere. Sea and sun. Aloha. Oh, you know what? I could put some palm trees there. Possibly. I could. And then I could put that, breathe it in. That would look nice. And then I could put this one. Don't you dare rip on me. I found these ones at Michael's. I love finding little sticker books like this because there's tons of different things in there. You know what? Maybe I'm going to trim this down a little bit more. Make it a little bit thinner on top and on bottom. Helps if I could cut straight, right? Okay. Should we cut off some on the ends? Just a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll cut some off on this end. There we go. And then we will stick that right there. And then we have some little gold hearts. I'm going to take those. Let's see, what do we have over here first? Oh, we got some pretty little flowers. There's 3 of them. And then we got a bigger one here. And oh, we could do that. There's not a whole lot of space left. Let me see. What do we got? This one's just a travel one, so I might just do those. Maybe I'll do those flowers. All right, let's get these. We'll do the flowers. So let's put this book over here. Yeah, so I like this. I'm going to look and see what I can find for our trip to Tennessee. And see if I can find something that's like mountainous, things like that. And pick that one up before we go. Just going to make sure I got a good amount of tape on here. Yeah, I just went off there. That's the good thing about this tape runner is you can just rub it right off. And then I just make sure my edges are don't have glue on them. And then, Jesus, take the skin off my finger. Stick that there, and then we will pull some stickers from here, and then I'll actually do the next page with you, get that stuff stuck in there. And then I will end the video there. And we will work on another page later on. Let's put this guy right here. Actually, you know what? I have a bigger one. Let's put this guy right. Put him right there. There's a bigger one here that I want to put up there. This right there. Perfect. And then I got another small one right here, and we'll throw him up here. Perfect. There. Perfect. Okay. So let's put this over here. That came out pretty good. I like it. More of a scrapbooky layout, but that's okay. I like it a lot. Okay, so now let's get, I still got to do this, which is pretty much our room. But what I was thinking, since I am going to be putting this pocket here, maybe I could cover this page with a nice background. Let's see. Oh, that blue's pretty. I could put that there. And then I could put this here and possibly, do I want to do that as a flip? Let's do that as a flip. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to cut this paper down. Get my cutter out again. You know what? Maybe I should measure it this time. It might be a little bit easier if I measure it. We'll do it the cheaty way. This side does not look even. Neither side looks even. Let's even this up a little bit. Even this side up, just so I know what I'm working with here. Okay. And I don't want it to go right down in there because then that makes things a little bit difficult when I close it. So actually we'll do it on the back so it's a little bit easier because there's that glitter on the front. Let's get that up there. And cut right there. Perfect. And then we are gonna have to, let's see here, cut some off the top. That nonsense out of here. Alrighty, get that cut. And then that'll fit in there perfect. This corner, I still got some of that glue on my finger. I swear it was taking my skin right off with it. Corner around it. Excuse me. There we go. There we go. Perfect. That bottom looks a little janky, but that's okay. Get that piece out of there. Alrighty. So let's get this taped down. Where did I put my tape? Am I losing my mind? There it is. And then I will do my writing off camera and get that stuck in. I'll probably do another flip like I did on that page with my writing. And I mean, I don't go through and write everything because I have it in this little one. I'll do a little blurb about our room and the amazing view and things like that. And then we can get started on the evening, which was our welcome dinner. But that will be in the next video if I don't already get past that part before I go and do and record another video, because I want to record my cruise album number 2 for you and get that posted as well. But I do want to keep taking you along on this book with me, and I'm kind of just like winging it as I go, because that's how I do it. No matter like if I'm on camera or not, I'm just winging it. Oh, this looks good. That looks good. That's how I do it. There. That looks good. I like that color. Yeah, and so, you know, sometimes I used to be like, this has to match, that has to match, but It doesn't have to match for me. I don't care. All right. So I think I'm going to put this coaster on the back, but do I want to? Do I want to do it like that? I could. Let's do that. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. I swear I'm going to lose my mind one of these days. Yeah, so I had today off, so I'm recording on a Tuesday. I usually record on Wednesdays and then post Wednesday morning, afternoon sometime. Depends on what I have going on that day. But I had to take today off to drive to the doctor's, which is about 2 hours away. But I usually have Wednesdays off, so after this appointment, I did tell them, like, listen, you got to start having them on my Wednesdays, because, like, today would have been technically my Monday going back to work, because we had Memorial Day yesterday, and I'm sure I've missed a lot of phone calls and emails at work. And I don't like doing that because, like, I work Saturdays too, and I had about 9 potential home buyers come in on Saturday, and I needed to get some things out to those people that I told them I was going to email them. I did tell a lot of them that I was going to be off today, but I mean, it's a lot. It's like you taking a Saturday off and not going to work on Monday and not being able to get caught up for 10 days. That's a bit extreme, but that's usually what it feels like. I won't be getting caught up for, for a while. Like when I went on this vacation, oh my God, I felt like I was never going to get caught up. I think it took me like 4 or 5 days to get caught up on everything. Where's my... And see, I just used regular Scotch tape to tip in everything. I will use some washi tape, but not when I have things like that I want to be able to see. So we just use good old Scotch tape. And then we build... this is going to have to go a little bit closer. And I make sure that I push it down around the edges. Like this one, I'm going to have to make sure I get it really good because of the glitter. Things don't like to stick to the glitter, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. We'll get it. We'll make sure we get it good. Just pressing it down, and then on the back side, we'll make sure we get it good too. And I think back here, I'm just going to add my thank you card. And then I think we'll put it up here. I don't know, should I just... What should I do? I don't know. I kind of like that. But then... I could do it like this. We have this flip that open, and then you flip this open, and we have this beautiful dessert and welcome like this. But then I could also do it like this and be able to read it the proper way. Do we want to do it like that? Yeah, let's do it that way. All right. So let's get this picture, and I might just put these room pictures on there, and I'll do a little blurb, and that'll be done for this little spot. And then I'll start working on that on the next video with y'all. But I think I'll get this done, and that will be for this video, because I'm sure I've already kept you guys long enough. And I know some people like long videos. I know I'm one of those people. I love to watch people for, you know, longer than 20 minutes, longer than 30 minutes. I like those long videos, especially when I'm like sitting here writing in my daily journal. I love to have a long video to watch and have that playing like in the background as I'm journaling or working on something like this. There's a couple of people, AJ's Inspired Life. I like watching hers while I'm working on my stuff. February and June, I like watching hers. They do more of a junk journal type daily journal. And they make their own journals, which is really cool. I don't make my own journals. I have made my own journal covers. But this time I am not doing that. Not that I don't think I am. That end needs to be cut a little bit. As I had mentioned in my first video for this Cancun series, I guess you can call it. I am using a traveler's notebook cover by, I think it's Webster's Pages, but I don't think that they make them anymore. I've had this one for years. And then I had purchased some other traveler's notebook covers as a really good deal. So I kind of like stocked up because I was like down to my last couple. And when I found this deal from Carpe Diem, they were like $10. So I was like, yes, sir, I'll take a bunch of those. So I bought like 3 of each cover. And now I'm like stocked up for a while, which is good because I didn't have any. I mean, I could have made my own, but that's all right. So we'll put that right there. And I'm going to just actually put this right on there. All right, let's do that. Tape this on there. And then what I'll do is I'll probably back those pictures from the room. Yeah, there was a hot tub on the balcony, which I love that. That was amazing after our long days in the sun and walking. Me and my husband did do a lot of walking while we were here. We just wanted to like walk around the property, see the sights, see the other resorts. We didn't swim in the ocean. I don't really care for swimming in the ocean. We did swim in the pools. They were not heated, which was fine because when it was like 90 degrees out, you don't want to go swimming in a heated pool. Not me anyways. Like you go swimming to cool off, not to be sitting in something that's 90 degrees. But yeah, so I don't even know how long the walk was, but I was hitting at least 15,000 to 20,000 steps a day, just wandering around the resorts, having, you know, just checking everything out. I think there was 4 other resorts on the property that we looked at and hung out, checked out their buffets. So I think I'll be able to get. I don't know. Maybe we'll just put the bed there. Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't need the shower. That shower was amazing though. If I did it like this, I could possibly get that shower in there. I don't know if I like that. I could always put something on the back of my journaling. You know what? Let's do the bed, the jacuzzi, bed, jacuzzi, and the view. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna end it here. I'll get these figured out. I might put them on the back of my journaling about our room. I might even pop in another little flip here with the room pictures on it. So I might do that, but I'm gonna let you guys go for today because I'm sure this video is like super long. And I will bring you back when I start another. I'm gonna finish today, this day, and get all these done. And then when I get to day 2, I will bring you back and we will do some more together. All right, thank you. And make sure you subscribe and hit your bell notification so you know when I'm uploading another video. Bye for now.